Hi Taurus, welcome into your video. We're reading for the first week of February. Okay, so those of you who celebrated Christmas, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And everyone else, happy holidays. If you celebrated Hanukkah or whatever you celebrated, happy holidays. And a wonderful new year that's about to come in. Okay, so I'm doing this video right before New Year's, and you might be watching it right before New Year's. But if not, it's okay. Let's see what the first week of January holds for you, Taurus. First week for Taurus, please. Yeah, I am working on the setup. I'm going on a trip for New Year's Eve. I'm going on a small little holiday. I might post on my story where I'm from, so if you ever check out my Instagram story, you'll see something there. All right, so I have Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Once again, we have the Aries fellow. If it's not an Aries, it's somebody that, is in your life that is shows significance as far as authority, okay? Which can be a parent, can be a father, can be even the person that you're with has authority, something like that, or it's just an Aries. Okay, I have a Four of Pentacles. That's letting go and releasing. And I think I have the Seven of Wands. Is it the Seven or the Five? What we got here? Oh, it's the Five of Wands. Okay, that makes a difference. In the challenge position, because that's the way it landed, you're challenged to, I don't know. This is a competition card. It's a compete card. It's also an argument card, fighting, blocks, obstacles, arguing, or competing with somebody to get something. Like you compete for promotion, or sometimes, unfortunately, it's two people who compete for one person. You get it. This falling in the challenge position as your situation, it's like you have these obstacles. It's like, imagine you're at the Olympics, right? And you're doing the hurdle race. You've got to jump the hurdles. But it's like no one's bothering to put the effort or work into the situation. I do see this Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. So that's the challenge. The challenge is to compete for it, to fight for it, to remove those blocks and obstacles, to jump those hurdles. Someone's just kind of like letting go. All right, what's coming in for my Taurus, please? And I'm getting new lighting, in case you're wondering. Another challenge position card. You have the Magician at the bottom of the deck, you manifesting something. But then we also have Chariot in the cross position. Chariot, which is a Cancer card, is struggling to remain focused. Struggling to stay in this place where, okay, maybe shit's going haywire in your life, right? Everything's going to hell in a handbasket, but you're still staying focused. You're getting up, you're going to work, you're doing your routine. You're not letting it get the best of you. In this case, you're struggling to do that. And it talks about regardless of the positive and the negative. Some people just, forget to remain even focused after some good shit's going on in their life. They're so overwhelmed by happiness and all this other crap that's going on. They're not focused with the rest of their worlds, their journey, their path, their life. And in the upright position is the not so cool card, the Seven of Swords, which is ghosting, being shady, the things we do in the shadows. What do we do in the shadows? We lie. We cheat, we steal, we have, infidelity. You know what that is. I'm not saying it's you, Taurus. Of course, it can be your other person, but it just looks like the challenge is that this is so consuming of what has happened to you. Whatever this scenario is, and it looks a little bit like ghosting, to be honest with you, because of the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So for the bulk of you where it looks like it is ghosting, or you're running away, or they're running away in the middle of the night without discussing or talking, the challenge is to remain focused. It's derailing you. It's keeping your mind stuck on this issue. All right, we'll see what's going on. We're going to clarify, obviously, and we're going to get all the details. But I do see you manifesting something. I see you trying to get on the right track. to get on the right path. What doesn't Taurus see coming their way? Well, we have the Devil, 2 major arcanas actually. The Devil and Temperance. All right, so this is talking about trying to find your inner peace, your inner balance, and also being patient with a certain situation. That Sagittarius card so far, I have a Cancer card here, and I have a Capricorn. But at the bottom of the deck, I have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands talks about being vindicated, validated. Somebody comes back and says, Taurus, you're right. And that could be at your job. That could be in your relationship. It can be in your family. But it looks like you're trying to restore that balance from the whatever toxic situation is going on here for you. I don't know if some of you feel like you're in a friggin' vicious cycle and you're going on a merry-go-round, and it's like the asshole at the bottom playing with the button, and you're on the Ferris wheel and you're at the top and you can't get to the bottom to move on with your life, and there's someone sitting there playing with the button of the Ferris wheel, and you're like, when I get down there, you're trying to restore that balance. You're trying to find your inner peace, right? But you're over here, it makes me feel weird with this like Six of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna get vindicated and validated. You're like, but part of me makes me feel like Taurus inside yourself. You're like, well, I don't give a shit. I know I'm right. I was right in the first place. What does it mean to me now? Because it is a bit of an ego boost, but do you get what you want in the end? So let's keep going and see if that's what in fact does happen. It does look like an apology or a text message of some kind because of the Page of Cups behind it. What's the advice here for Taurus, please? Okay, you got the Page of Swords, which means you need more information on something. Yes, it's the stalking card, but we joke when we say stalk because really it's about getting information, especially in your advice position. And then you have a Ten of Cups. There's a place where you can ultimately be happy in your environment. You could be in a happy couplehood with somebody because, Five of Cups, 5 are yours, 5 are theirs. We match. This can be a work environment. This could be your person. This could be even having children within a family or a couplehood. But it does talk about getting more information on to find a place that's going to make your environment happy. Okay? It's like seeking out what needs to be done so your environment is cool, it's content, it's happy. All right? You need to put effort in it. You need to put work. And I see some of it's not. It's like a little bit of giving up over here. Let's see what the outcome is saying here for you. What is the outcome here for my Taurus, please? Well, you do have the Queen of Wands, which is the third party person, the mistress. Unless you're just dealing with a fire sign female, Aries, Leo, Sag. But then look at these. These are all wands, by the way, back here for the outcome. And the other two cards that fell out is the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands, which is denoting to me dropping burdens, tired, giving up over it. And I don't know, part of me is like, fuck it. You're like, I'll just be the mistress. I'll just be the third party. What do I care? No responsibility, no skin off my nose. So it's their problem. They've got to deal with the responsibility of having the affair if I'm the one that's single and just doing me. Or whatever that is. Whatever it is for you. It just looks like dropping burdens, giving up, not really fighting. Just you're pulling your energy now. You really are. You're retracting your energy because you have Hermit also at the bottom of the deck, which tells me it's a self-imposed timeout. Maybe it's not self-imposed. It is a timeout on your end because you're also trying to make wise decisions. No input from anybody else. Thank you very much. So, let's continue. Let's see what's going on here. Universe, angel, spirit guides. What is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And the Five of Wands. Two. The Empress and Death. Two major arcanas. Yep. You did bring something into this world, and now it's over. You had a family, you had kids, you had a marriage, you had a commitment, you had a job, you had a career. You brought something huge into this world. And now it seems like it's over, and you're trying to manifest something else. You're done with the whole begging thing. You know, like someone's begging you for attention or you are begging them for attention. It's breadcrumbs. And you're like, I'm done with all of that. Because I know my worth. I know my value. Look what I did. Look what I brought into this world. I gave you a family. I gave you all my blood, soul, and tears into this job or into this project or into this career. I gave you my everything, whoever it is that you're dealing with, Taurus. Now it's over. I need to march on and I need to go forward. So you're kind of calculating and basing. And by the way, this is your card, the Empress. You're calculating here. It's not even calculation. It's just like you know, and you're done, and you're just now moving forward. And you're like, I'm over. I'm letting you go. I'm letting this go. I was like, I know my worth and my value. I'm going to go on. I mean, like, I'm sitting here with breadcrumbs. What am I supposed to do with this? This is neither here nor there. No fucking Empress deals with breadcrumbs. Hello. No way. Sorry for the F-bombs, especially newbies. They come out of my mouth sometimes. I know. It's not pretty, but it's an East Coast thing, I guess. Let's see what Chariot and Seven of Swords is saying. I also rip off Band-Aids. After, please, for the Four of Pentacles and the... Sorry, let's see after, please. Ooh. What's that? Ooh, your Six of Wands came out again. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I do like sixes. So it makes me feel a little bit like the worst is over. Or, you know, the most painful part of the process has already happened. Ace of Cups in the cross position. So after you let go, you're struggling to let this new beginning happen in love. And I think it's because this person from your past, Six of Cups, comes back to vindicate you, validate you. And I don't know if that just gives you pause or it makes you feel like, what does this Joe Schmo want from me right now? Like, where is this going? So it pauses you. It's like after you let go, after you leave, it's like you're struggling also to let new love in. But that's because of this Six of Wands. Because somebody here from the past is vindicating you and validating you. Maybe it's the new person and you're not there yet. Let's see. What is the Chariot? And the Seven of Swords, please. Five of Cups in reverse, Four of Wands. Nice. And the King of Swords. So there's a King of Swords back here, which is an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Of course, they don't have to be an air sign. This is just somebody very cerebral, very smart, intelligent, fair, balanced, honest. They just don't scream the I love yous. They'll show it to you in other ways, but they're not going to be that mushy-gushy type of individual. And they're in the upright position, so it's not like they're not available. They are, clearly. I just don't know how you feel about them, but I do see this. In the past, or the reasons, feelings leading up to why you're struggling here to be focused with the Seven of Swords is because now you're starting to see, or you recently had seen something that was abundant. Instead, you were too focused on your loss. But now you're also looking at what you do have in your life. And you're looking to upgrade that part of your world. But then this is why I guess you're not focusing. Your mind keeps reverting back to this, the sneakiness, the sneaking off, the sneaking away, or, you know, I guess the affair, or the whole sneaky part of the whole situation with this individual over here. Now, after, please. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with two people in a way. First of all, you have the king. So after the fact of this, like, Seven of Swords and this Chariot sideways, you also have this King of Pentacles, which is an earth sign like yourselves. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Of course, they don't have to be an earth sign. This is just depiction of somebody very different from the King of Swords. This person has their shit together financially. This person is sturdy. They're stable. Maybe a little, I don't know, not as, just different from this person. Maybe you're a little bit bored with one and not the other. I don't know. But this person comes and lays all their cards on the table and tells you the truth. And they say, look, XYZ. And I think this is what you're dealing with that's possibly, potentially, that's toxic. Sure, maybe it's the person, but it's also the situation. There's an obsession too here. The devil represents a lot of things. We don't, it's, when I see the devil, it's things that we do to ourselves, even if we let the devil into our life, right? So it could be from us where we're codependent, where we're obsessed with a person or a situation, where we don't cut like vicious circles, or we let like narcissists and gaslighters into our world, into our life. Obviously, I see you trying to balance yourself from this situation or the vicious cycle that you could potentially be in. But let's clarify and see, what is the devil and temperance, please? Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay. You have the Knight of Swords and the Moon. Obviously, the feelings for you here, in order to you find that temperance, to temper yourself, to balance yourself, to be patient, dealing with some kind of toxic situation, somebody rushes in to communicate something to you. It's neither here nor there info. It's just, as a matter of fact, XYZ. They're like, you know what? As a matter of fact, I am having an affair. Fuck you. And it's like, what? It's something like that. It rushes in. It's not exactly warm and fuzzy. And the moon in reverse talks about secrets, dirty little secrets that come to light. Okay? So this action is like, I need to center myself. I need to center myself before I like make a hole in the wall. Center myself. It's like one of those energies. Because you know you're dealing with something that's toxic. And it comes in after somebody here rushes in to say something to you, right? It leaves you in this place where you're at a crossroads. There's this person staring at you. They're like, yeah, Taurus ain't gonna leave me. Taurus ain't gonna leave me. And you're like, mm-hmm. And you know, you're about to do that. Tell me after, please. Okay, we have Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Fool in cross position, and on the floor. Also crosses that Five of Swords. Okay. So while you're trying to find this balance and you're trying to find this peace within yourself, your Five of Swords is in the cross position, saying that you know you need to sacrifice something. You know you need to get rid of something. You also know it's bittersweet. So you're not completely empty-handed, but you also know that there's some sort of, you're struggling to strategize how to do some sort of exit plan here, or take the risk altogether and leave. You do have people and friends trying to warn you. I can tell you that because the Fool is taking a leap of faith and a risk without not even giving a shit. The dog up there is representative friendly, telling you, my friends, it's not pretty down there. There's no mattress you're gonna land on, but like you're at the point where you don't care anymore. Um, I mean, you do care. You are going cautious. You will be, but you're also going. You're struggling to take some kind of risk. You really are, and you're just going very cautiously, so slowly that to the other person it looks like you're not doing anything at all. You just look like status quo to them. Meanwhile, all this stuff is going on with you in your head, in your mind, and you're not challenging yourself enough to cut this toxic thing out. I see you trying with temperance there, but I see in the challenge position the Five of Swords. Let me show you something, right? This card, let me show you in the upright. Here you are, you're this person holding two swords, and you're like, look, I got one. But what it cost you? It cost you something. It cost you the friendship of these people. And they left their swords, but you can't carry all of them. You can only carry the two that you're holding. That's why it's a sacrifice. You win some and you lose some, but it's in the challenge. You got to, and you need to take this risk. So let's continue and see what the advice is saying as far as doing a little homework here with this Page of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you have a Lover in reverse, a Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there was a Lovers that was rejected, and then there was marriage and commitment that just went, and then the Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning that just didn't manifest. It didn't unfold to something. This is the pre-tarot, the before. So it's alerting me to why you're here in this place right now, why you need to be this page. So you need more information in order for you to be in this happy couple situation. The bottom of the deck is you needing to make a judgment call. Yeah, I feel like the ball's in your court, Taurus, really. Because you're not completely empty-handed. Give me the after for this Page of Swords and the Ten of Cups, please. They're saying if you just take a look, you could be in a happy couplehood or in a happy environment. You just got to make the attempts. You have to make a decision. Okay. So here you are with the two people, or two scenarios, or two situations. You've got to make a choice. You are blindfolded in this because you really don't know which is best for you. And I know you don't want to make a mistake, but you know what? One action begets the next. And anything that's meant for you, Taurus, won't pass you by. It'll come back to you. Also at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords, which talks about if you put your cards on the table and you're honest, you're going to get the answer. Sure, maybe it might not be the answer that you want. Your ass ain't stuck. Because you see the devil. And I'm not advising you and pushing you to get some answers so you can move on with your life. It's just the fact that I'm seeing the devil. You don't want this energy anymore. You don't want the merry-go-round. You're looking for peace, inner peace. And the only person who can take your, who can take away your inner peace or drive you crazy is the person you hand the keys over to. All right. Continuation. Let's see what the Queen of Wands and the 9 and 10 in reverse of Wands is here. Holy shit, the 10 of Wands in reverse came out again. So they're like, there's no pre-feelings. It is what it is. That you just want to drop some burdens here. For sure. You feel like, you tried to open up your boundaries here with somebody to have a fresh new start, right? But you felt like you were letting in a wolf that was dressed in sheep's clothing. You tried to put up a boundaries to somebody and they just rammed right through or rammed right all over it. And you tried to have a solid new beginning with no burdens, no nothing. And you're back to being a mistress or a mister again. Let me see. Clarify this after with after place. This is just weekly readings, guys. This energy can't last like this forever. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. That's in and out. That's flaky energy. That's an affair. That's non-committal. That's like... See, let me show you some things that are going on. And I find it fascinating that we have two nights. Here is quite literally the fastest night. Here is quite literally the slowest night. This might be you, but this is what's actually happening. You're having a do-do-do and then a goodbye. And you're just like, do-do-do-do, and then goodbye. Do-do-do-do. And you keep going and going and going. And this person comes in and goes out and comes in and comes out. That's not commitment. And if that's work related, because that's a buttload of wands right there, it's just telling me, guys, that it's just something that's non-committal. It's very flaky. It's not well thought out. It's not just like, it's not buttoned down. So if you're in a job and you're like, say you're in management and you want to elevate yourself, your situation is not buttoned down. Whatever proposal's being shown, it's flaky at best. So I mean, you know what it is for you. Let's see what Taurus has to say here, please. For love, angels, romance angels for Taurus, please. What do you see here? Nothing. Let me shuffle. Taurus, please. Reconciliation. Dropped all my cards. What's this? Love yourself first. All right. And free yourself at the bottom of the deck. That's why you have the devil. Okay? Because that devil can have your ass contained forever. In the extended, we'll deep dive there and we'll clarify a little bit more. But shadow and light, let's see. What do you have for Taurus, please? Taurus, please. Relationship and solitude. Dangity dang. What's it saying here? Oh my God, I opened the book quite literally right to that page. That's crazy. Okay. Relationships and solitude work in symbiosis. Strive to keep a healthy balance at a level that works for you. It might not be the same for everyone. This is what I was talking about with the two nights. Okay, it might not be the same for everyone. Some people require more alone time and some don't need it as much. Have a think. Which type do you think you are? Are you currently achieving your ideal balance? Dissatisfaction with either solitude or partnership might be caused by the lack of the other. Unhappiness in a relationship may result from not enough solitude or not feeling good in your solitude. Feeling lonely, on the other hand, can be caused by an unsatisfactory relationship. In romantic relationships, it can be hard to create a balance between these two. There can easily be too much of one of them and not enough of the other. Even if you might have balance in terms of the amount between the two of you, the quality also counts. Maybe you're getting a lot of alone time, but you don't value it as much because you find it hard to enjoy it. If this is the case, take a moment to think about how you embrace your alone time more. Can you do something that will fill your heart as much as being together with someone else does? This card encourages you to take a closer look at both your relationships and your solitude. Are you living in a bubble with your significant other, or are you starting to become a unit with no separate lives? Do you feel like your partner is always too far away, never spending enough time with you, going on their own adventures? Or it might be that it's always looking outside the relationship and finding your own happiness without including them. Think about these I'm sorry, think about if there is something you can do to make your relationship more meaningful together. If that's what you need right now, or if there is something you can do that can make your solitude more rewarding so you have more to give within your relationship. Wow. That was pretty impactful, if you ask me. All right, please leave me your beautiful comments down below. I did do a bonus reading for a sneak peek into your 2024. Please visit it often throughout the year when you feel like those things are occurring to you. Otherwise, hang out with me during the weekly readings. All right, Taurus, I'll see you next week.